Hello and welcome. I'm Olly Smith and I'm speaking to you from the glorious ship Arcadia in the third of 4 very special films brought to you by P&O Cruises. I've got 2 magnificent wines to share with you, but before that I'd like to say a few words about the new superliner, Azura. As some of you may know, Azura is joining the fleet in April 2010 and I just had the chance to go and visit her in the shipyard and she looks magnificent. I'm delighted to be selecting the wines for the glasshouse on board Azura, and I've been scouring the planet to find 32 absolute stonkers to share with you. And all the wines will be stored in our unique Enomatic preservation system to make sure they're delivered to you in pristine order. Plus, there'll be bespoke fizz behind the bar, which you can order by the glass or by the bottle. And I've even been blending the signature house wine for Azura with some of the world's top winemakers, and it will offer you not just a delicious wine, but I hope terrific value for you to enjoy on your holiday. Plus, I've been creating some cocktails for the Planet Bar, Naughty Tipples. I can't wait to be travelling on board Azura throughout 2010. I will be there for the maiden cruise on the 12th of April. I'd love the opportunity to share the glasshouse with you, to welcome you in person, and whether you want to come in and have a glass of wine to unwind on your holiday, or have a comparative in-depth tasting, or indeed, if you just want to eat, drink and be merry, I'd like to be on your table. Meantime, it's time for a drink. This is where the fun begins. It's time for a tasting, and this week we've got a very interesting wine, an unusual wine. It's a Riesling. You don't say it Riesling, you say Riesling. It comes from Germany. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant style of wine. It's a little bit out of fashion, to be honest with you. I think the fashion these days for Riesling is to have it bone dry from Australia, somewhere like that, and I love those styles of wine. But I think it's time this kind of wine made a comeback. This is made by a character called Ernie Lawson, and it's called Dr. L's Riesling 2008. It is £6.78 in Sainsbury's, and I love the stuff. Comes from the Mosel region of Germany. Very slaty soils there, so you don't get many bugs living in the soil. It's very clean and pure. But this particular wine is very, very expressive of its place. Stylistically, it starts a bit sweet and you think, oh no, I'm having a sweet wine, but it ends really zingy and crisp. There's no other wine style quite like it in the world. Low in alcohol at 8.5%, perfect for a lunchtime tipple, and also works brilliantly with spicy food. Think of ingredients like coriander, sweet chili sauce. Brilliant. This wine, made for it next time you're having a stir fry. Cheers. It's a unique smell, something a bit floral about it, maybe even a bit smoky. But when you get in the taste, that is when it really goes bonkers. It's so unusual. It starts off and you do just sit back and think, this is a sweet wine. I'm not drinking a sweet wine. I don't want a sweet wine. And then suddenly, it's bright and it's dazzling. It's like ringing a bell somewhere inside you. You think, how can it finish so crisp and start so fruity? Brilliant style of wine. I love that. It can literally change in your mouth while you drink it. Unique. Dr. Lawson, I salute you. This is a sherbet lemon in a glass. Ooh, saucy. So let's ramp up to the reds. We're going to start off with Connubio Nero d'Avola Shiraz from Sicily. $5.99 in Sainsbury's, I think a bit of a bargain. Until very recently, they produced more wine in Sicily than in the whole of Australia. This one here, Nero d'Avola, is the signature grape variety of the island. And it's not too heavy. This is a style of red wine that you could even chill down on a hot day. 20 minutes in an ice bucket should probably do it. Fantastic with your barbecue. Oh, it's a little bit of perfume in there. It smells incredibly summery to me. I'm going to go in for the glug. Genius. Not too heavy on the body. It's not one of those wines that kind of grabs your tongue and wrestles with it and coats it for the rest of your life. It's fruity. It's a bit like a giant squishy mulberry. Lovely style of winemaking. It comes from a cooperative called Cantine Sette Soli, and it's headed up by a magnificent chap called Diego Planeta, who makes a mean spaghetti del mare. But to get to the matter in hand, Connubio means marriage, because they've married the Nero d'Avola with Shiraz, which is the international grape variety, bit more heavy, bit more robust, bit more structure and spice. But together, forget Tall and Dean. This is the one to dance to. Thanks a million for joining me on board Arcadia, and I hope I get to meet you on board Azura, and especially in the glass house. In the meantime, whatever you're enjoying drinking, sip it in style. Cheers.